Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be, well, I'm holding a fork, so it's going to be another eating show, because what else do I do on this channel right now? Just eat. So today is kind of boring. Literally 3 turkey meatballs that I made probably a month ago that I just froze and whatever. I ate a lot of vegetables today, and so I'm just like, meh. I'm lazy. So I didn't want to steam any broccoli, and I just kind of, I think that I'll feel really full after this. They're really good though. I used to hate ground turkey until I tried Fitman Cook. Any of his ground turkey recipes are bomb. So good. So yeah, another busy week. Today I discovered, like a year later, that Drake song, Passionfruit. So while I was working out earlier, it was on repeat. I don't know the words. Passion in the things you say. One of the things that I like to do if I hear a Drake song is try and vocally compete with like the baritone in his voice. Do 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 do. He has a really, really low voice. He has a really good voice. I actually really like him. This, I got 2 of these. This is an Ivy Park crop top. Now, you hear the words crop top, and you're like, should you be wearing a crop top though? Relax. Okay. It comes to here, but I'm wearing a black tank top underneath. Kidding me? I would never just waltz around with a crop top on. It's a really nice top though. I kind of don't like this. It's like a sensory thing for me. I don't like having things constricting my fingers, but at the same time it keeps my hands warm. So the Bay carries all of the Ivy Park line stuff. I don't know who else in Canada carries Ivy Park, but I love Ivy Park way more than Lululemon. For 2 reasons. Number 1, Beyonce's People. If you don't know, Ivy Park is Beyonce's athleisure line. So the first reason that I really love Ivy Park is because I think Beyonce's People really considered like your average woman's build. So like if you got curves, this is a really good clothing line. Whereas I find with Lululemon, not so much. So there's been considerations made. Actually, I have 3 reasons. The second is I like the style, the aesthetic, if you will. I just like that she does a lot of black and white. I just like it. The third reason, I guess, price point. Lululemon, baby, you're getting out of control, okay? Charging $160, I want to say, for a scuba hoodie. Who do you think you are? I could be wrong, but their markup on their products is insane. And to be honest, it's not that. I don't really like their style, so I'm not going to pay, first of all, for that. And I find that Lululemon doesn't really fit my body properly. What do you want? You're not having any. Tonight, I decided to... I should just... Here. Come here, dum-dum. Come here. So this is my porcupine. His name is Copper. And he had a very, very special supper tonight, didn't you? Yes, he did. I decided to make him rice with boiled chicken. Oh, did I say the magic words? Chicken. I do the same thing when someone says chicken to me. So yeah, I boiled chicken, mixed that with rice and boiled carrots. And then I mixed that all together, shredded up the chicken, and do I keep saying that lovely word that you love? Oh yes. Sorry, I gobbled that up. That's his favorite thing. It was just his birthday. And that's what he had on his birthday too. Yes. Just my nice little boy baby. My nice little boy baby. But you kind of need a bath though. Don't you? Do you want a bath? No, he doesn't. Okay, now go away. What else was I gonna say? I don't even know what I was talking about. Something interesting happened at school this week. Interesting bad. So my classmate and I were walking to Tim Hortons on campus to get a tea, so we went and did that on our break from class, and then on our way back, we're walking, and this guy that's on the side of the hall starts freaking out at us, and he's yelling at my classmate and I, and he's like swearing, like acting like a complete lunatic. And like this person likely had mental health issues. I'm almost 100%. But it was really, really scary because this person was like, yeah, like threatening, subtle threats. And so we keep walking and we're like, is he following us? And then my classmate was like, oh, that's weird. He's like, I'm pretty sure that was the same guy that was punching the elevator earlier on today in the business building. I'm just like, what? So after class, I just went before I left campus, I was like, like if I don't say something, I would feel bad if like this person hurt someone or something and I didn't say anything. I don't even know that guy is a student, right? He could just be some random guy that was on campus. So I went to security, and then they actually make you fill out a statement, like saying what happened, what time, all of that stuff, this guy's description. And yeah, so I called up my classmate because I was like, I couldn't remember what his description was because I was trying not to look at him because he was scaring me. So I called him when he was on his way home, I'm like, do you remember what that guy looks like? And he gave me the description. I was like, okay, yeah, he did look like that. But he's like, why? I'm like, oh, I'm making a report. He's like, what? It's like, I would have stayed there if, like, that's what you were doing. Because I think he made one the next day, like, of what that guy was doing. So I guess my thinking is, I have seen so many stories in the news where people don't say anything and they see all of this stuff, and no one but me had reported what that guy did, and there was people watching, at least 20 people that saw what he was doing, and no one reported that. And then earlier on with him punching the elevator, like, that's someone that's outwardly physically aggressive. That's the difference. Like, if he was just, you know, talking to himself, that's one thing. But this guy was outwardly threatening and walking towards us as we were walking by. That's scary. And what if I was by myself, like, in one of their hallways? That would have been terrifying. And I don't know that this person isn't dangerous. I don't know anything about this guy. So, I'm like, well, I would hate to see, like, something, well, not see, but, like, I would hate to hear about this guy hurting someone on campus, and I knew that he was acting that way, and I didn't say anything. And they dealt with it very seriously. Because the next day that I was on campus, there was security around that area that I said that he was. They had put a guy there. And then they had put another guy close to where the elevators were. And, like, clearly they were trying to see where this guy was. But can never be too careful. But I just told them that. And the one guy, like, they took it very seriously. But the one guy was saying, well, like, he probably has mental health issues, like, as that was an excuse. I'm like, oh, I'm sure he had mental health issues. I said, but there's a line that gets crossed when that person threatens other people and is like, you know, because as a student you shouldn't have to put up with that. And I made them, I've never had to use this before, but I was just kind of freaked out by that guy. So they have safe walk, because where I was parked was so shady, literally. I have to walk through the back, and there's, like, it's not a well-lit area. And y'all know how much I watch Forensic Files. So, you never walk by yourself. Female, mostly. Men too, but women should never walk by themselves in an area that's not very well lit at night. Late at night, because it was probably 10:15 by the time I left. So they were super nice, and the guy walked me all the way to my car, and it was, like, really far away, but I was just thinking, well, this would be the one day where this guy would pop out of the woods, the bushes, and attack me or something. So I was just freaked out. Again, you can never be too safe. I can see why Fitman cook Kevin is Fitman cook, I think. I can see why he recommends ground turkey. It's very, very lean. It's also inexpensive, which is good. You can get a 4-pack. of ground turkey from Costco, I think for $10, $11. That's a really good deal. But yeah, it's also really, really filling. I don't think I could ever do straight up low carb diets. Like I see these women on YouTube. God bless them for trying to do a low carb diet long term. I could never. I love sugar too much. Although I do substitute a lot. With with diet soda, I don't drink regular sugar stuff anymore. Just because I actually kind of prefer the taste of diet stuff. Plus, that's a lot of sugar. I'm not trying to be on my 600-pound life, because that's what made me gain so much weight. Was pop, because I was just drinking it all the time, and I would go to 7-Eleven and get a giant big gulp almost every night, because they have, you can fill the Coke with, like, you can pick either vanilla, lemon, or cherry, yeah. So I love doing that. I really like cherry Coke a lot. Go away. Go, get out of here, go. He's like, he's thinking that I'm going to give him more of that. I cooked a lot of it, so that's what he'll have for supper tomorrow. My mom, she cooks for her dog almost every night. That dog is so spoiled. And she'll buy a box of ice cream cones just for this dog. So she'll give him like a ice cream cone, not with ice cream in it, but just the cone. But I don't do that for him that much, although I should, because I feel like rice, carrots, and chicken is probably a lot leaner and healthier than the kibble stuff that he has. He's fat, but ironically his food is supposed to help him lose weight, and it's not. So I have to either feed him less or I have to walk him more, because my baby boy has a slow metabolism, like his mama. I also have this. This water bottle. Okay, as an aside, I collect all kinds of liquid containers, mugs, tumblers, that sort of thing. But this one is very, very special to me. This one is from Thailand, when I went to Thailand last year. And what I love about it, see that? Like, you can squish it. It's soft, squishy plastic. Like, if you could squish water, this is what it would be like. So I just love the fact that I can squish it as I'm drinking it, because it makes it easier to drink. And it also brings back good memories, so this is the best thing that I picked up from Thailand when I was there. Actually, that's not true. We went to this silk factory, and I got a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful silk scarf. And it's like a lime green on one side, and then it's like a bright yellow on the other. Gorgeous. Very pricey, though. I haven't really worn it. I've worn it maybe once or twice. I don't really know how to tie those things. That's probably why. Oh, you've probably noticed my festive nails. St. Patrick would be really proud, wouldn't he? So this is Jamberry nail stickers for St. Patrick's Day. I was actually supposed to go out for St. Patrick's Day, but turns out that my dad is on his way here to come visit. He never tells me ahead of time. He just kind of shows up. So I'm just like, of course he'll show up when I have 3 giant papers to write. That's when that's how he is. Yeah, I'm wondering what everyone else is doing for St. Patrick's Day in Calgary. I kind of forgot. Like, I put these nails on the other day, so I forgot about the actual holiday. And sorry, I'm like thinking of 2 things at once. I was driving past, I was downtown driving past the bars that they have in the one street there, and I'm like, everyone's wearing green, and I didn't really like give it too much thought at first. I'm like, oh, that's weird. And then everyone was rolling around with those hats. I'm like, oh, that's today. As a Catholic person, I don't really know much about St. Patrick. I'm probably gonna research that later. In sad news, I broke my Kindle for the 2nd time. So I just threw it away this time. The first time I accidentally laid on it and it cracked the inside of the screen. That screen is very, very delicate. So I purchased another one, like the inner screen from China for I think $15. I'm like, you know what? I'm sure that there's a YouTube tutorial that'll teach me how to do this. Sure enough, there was. So I took out the broken one and put in a new one, but today I came out of the shower, went to my room, stepped on it, broke it, so I'm just like, whatever, I'm just gonna get a new Kindle. I want to get the Kindle White, I think it's called. I don't think I have any need for the Kindle Fire, or ones that are like $300-400. I just need a basic Kindle. The one thing that makes me mad though is that they don't offer the white, the Kindle White in white. They only offered it in black, and I wanted it in white because my Kindle was white, and they only sell the white one in the States. And as a Canadian person, you can't buy an American Kindle from Amazon, unless, you know, you're down there and bought one. But if you're ordering off the website, you can't. So yeah, I think I'm gonna buy that next week. Shouldn't take me this long to eat 3 meatballs, but I eat really slow, I guess. And these are really filling. As I said, I get full really, really fast, which is a good thing. Portion size is the only thing that's saving me from probably an extra 50 pounds. That was good. Alright. I'm gonna pretend to clean my house before my dad gets here. I'm gonna turn on Passionfruit and put it on repeat while I do that. And I'll talk to you later. Have a good night. Happy St. Patrick's Day.